this, I suppose. As ready as we'll ever be.
Yeah.
Okay. On an 83-degree Saturday evening, we welcome you to Jefferson City, Tennessee at Berktar Stadium on the campus of Carson-Newman University. It's week one of the high school football season as a new-look Farragut squad takes on Sevier County, who begins its quest to return to the 5A state championship. On the Eagle Sports Network alongside Andrew Rogers, I'm Matt Scalzo. So delighted you could join us for this East Tennessee high school clash. Andrew, this Sevier County Smoky Bears squad, led by a pair of D1-bound brothers, the Newman brothers. Cooper at quarterback, committed to UConn, and his brother Parker, a four-star on his way to Duke.
Yeah, two really talented players, obviously recognized for that, and obviously good for them to be committed before they embark on their senior season. So I'm sure they're excited, but I'm sure all of Sevier County is excited to try to take on this Farragut team. Once again, they met again last year on this field, and Sevier County won that matchup. So Farragut obviously has that on its mind as it approaches a new season, trying to get a victory against these Smoky Bears tonight.
As you said, you alluded to last year, a 27-7 victory for Sevier County over Farragut as the coin toss is underway and the two sides deciding who's going to kick off and who's going to begin the season.
Toss, elected to receive.
Sevier County won the toss, and they're going to take the ball here, Andrew, against a Farragut team that has returners back, but not to the level of production that they had last year. Every player that had a touchdown last year has either graduated or gone on to a new school. So a lot of question marks surrounding a Farragut team that just went 3-8 last year.
Yeah, sometimes that's a good thing, though. You get some new players in a new system and new personnel. That can always be a change and something that's good for a program. So even though they only had 3 wins last year, not much production back, that doesn't really mean anything. Go play the game, see what happens, and have some fun. Certainly these two teams are going to be excited to play.
Sevier County comes out in the away all-white uniforms, purple numbers and stripes with a purple helmet, and white pants with purple stripes. For Farragut, the home navies with navy blue pants, white stripes with silver stripes. Silver numbers outlined in white with Farragut across the chest. A silver helmet with a star logo that's reminiscent of the Dallas Cowboys logo. Farragut will kick off, traveling from left to right in this opening quarter. Sevier County will travel from right to left. Zach Banks is back deep to return. 12 minutes put up on the clock. Energy building, all set and ready to go here from kickoff. It will be Caleb Bell that will send it away for Farragut. A sophomore kicker sets up on the 31-yard line. Whistle blows and he approaches the leather, swings his foot, and we are underway in the 2026 season. It is taken at the 15 by DiFrancesco, and he muscles his way forward up to the 26, and he's wrestled down by a pair of Farragut Admirals. And he hands it off to Cooper Newman, the 3-star quarterback on his way to UConn. Will be under center for Sevier County. That will begin this drive at their own 27 on the right hash, traveling from right to left. Last year for Newman, Mr. Football in 5A. Comes out in the pistol with Nathan Patterson, the running back, behind him. A receiver to either side. In motion comes Zach Banks from the top to the bottom. It's a late give to Patterson. Finds room up the middle. Scampers across the 30. He's upended as he reaches the 33. Staying right along that right hash. It's a solid pickup on first down for the Smoky Bears that are going to move quickly here. Expect a lot of spread looks from Cooper Newman in positions to pass and get it out to his playmakers, including his brother Parker. Sets up with Patterson on his left hip, now shifts him behind him. Jackson Perry's in the H-back position with 2 receivers to the bottom. Play action fake, Newman's looking deep down the left side, going for his brother Parker. He's got him at the plus 25, high stepping on his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown for the Smoky Bears. 50 seconds into the 2026 season, Cooper Newman hooks up with his brother Parker, and it's 6-0 Sevier County with 11:10 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, that was very impressive. There was two Admiral defenders pressuring the quarterback. One was a free rusher. The other one had broken through a Sevier County blocker, and it made no difference to Cooper Newman. He still was able to just toss it right into the breadbasket for his brother Parker. No better way to start their senior seasons, you'd say.
Hard to draw it up better, if you ask me, Andrew. Adam Adelino on for the extra point. It's a 6-0 Sevier County lead. Snap back, kick on its way, and it splits the uprights from Adam Adelino, and it's 7-0 Sevier County. Great crowd on display. If you're Farragut on this side, you're awfully upset. On the other side for Sevier County, got to be elated with the start that you have here tonight.
Yeah, punched in the mouth 50 seconds in. Definitely not what the Admirals were hoping for. And if you're on the Sevier County side, certainly that's exactly how you draw it up. A productive first down run sets up the play action fake, and then you put a D1 guy, throw into a D1 guy. That's going to happen a lot probably throughout this season. So important, I think, drive here for Farragut. Obviously, it's going to be tough right away to gain some momentum, but you do want to try to move this football, keep your defense off the field, give them some time to reset before having to face this Smoky Bears offense again. So important first drive, I think, for Farragut to try to just calm things down, seize the moment here and let things settle in.
2 plays, 73 yards, 50 seconds taken, and it's 7-0 Sevier County. Adelino will be on for the kickoff with the ball set up on the left hash of the 40-yard line. He'll send it away from right to left. Back deep is Elijah Sadler and Carter Collier for Sevier County. Or for Farragut, excuse me. Adelino sends it away. It's a line drive, spinning kick, and it rattles into the end zone for a touchback as Collier lets it go over his head. And it's our first look at this Farragut offense led by junior quarterback Haynes Sharp, who didn't appear in any games last season for Farragut. Trying to right the ship here after, as you said, Andrew, punched in the mouth on that first possession.
Yeah, interested to see what Hayes Sharp has to offer for this Farragut offense. 6'2", 200-pound junior, good frame. See what he can do for the Admirals here to begin their first drive of the new season.
They come out in the flex bone. Sharp under center. It's a quick snap, and it's a give to Collier off the left side. Breaks one tackle, keeps going across the 25. He's got a first down and more across the 30. He's pushed out of bounds on the left sideline by Jackson Berry. And Collier's got a first down as it gets up to the 33-yard line on the left hash. Farragut's going to run in that flex bone spot. Much of this contest as you'd expect, Andrew, but showing a little bit of hurry as they get to the line, and Sharp under center once again. Quick snap. It's a give to Collier. Now he's going to go right side, and he's wrestled from behind. Breaks one tackle, breaks another. He's swarmed now as he is engulfed behind the line of scrimmage. Dropped at the 30. It was Elijah Valentine at first. Then it was Jackson Perry. And eventually he goes down for a loss of 3.
Yeah, good penetration. It was about setting the edge that time. The Sevier County defense on that first play that led to a first down for Farragut didn't set the edge on that misdirection handoff, and then that time running it to the opposite side, they set the edge well.
Sharp under center. It's a fullback dive up the middle to Brenton Haig, and he is met instantly. Pushes forward for about a yard. Elijah Valentine there once again for the stop with 10:20 and counting to go, and there is an Admiral down in the middle of the field, and the clock will stop with 10:15 to go. Right, and before a 3rd and 11 upcoming for Farragut after a positive start on that run from Collier. It has since slowed down.
Yeah, great first down run. Exactly what you want to do to start a drive, but a couple of negative plays, or just a negative play on first down and then a minimal gain on second has set up this long 3rd down. Or again, a new look Farragut offense, so you never know how all these new pieces will mesh together right away, but with the system that they will run, it's an experienced offensive line. It's just a matter of who's going to step up as a playmaker, whether that be in the passing attack or on the ground game, or even the quarterback using his legs or his arm as well.
And it was Brenton Haig, the ball carrier, that went down. He pops up and will run off to the near sideline under his own power. As Farragut sets up for this 3rd and 11. Ball set on the 32-yard line in the middle of the field. with 10:15 to go in the opening quarter, a 7-0 Sevier County lead. They opened the scoring in just 2 plays on a deep touchdown from Cooper Newman to Parker Newman. As Sharp comes out under center, I formation behind him, a give to Collier, bounces left side, gets outside the tackle box, cuts upfield, breaks to the 40, dives forward, and he's going to come up short of the line of the game, right at the 40-yard line. It'll set up a 4th and 3.
Most productive runs from Farragut have been off that left side. Productive 10-yard run there, but still a ways to go, just about 4 yards or so to get the chains moved.
Sharp back under center. Sadler comes in motion from the left side now to the right. Nobody on Sevier County moving, and a timeout will be taken by Jeff Courtney and Farragut with 9:30 left to go in the opening quarter.
Farragut.
A 4th and 3 upcoming. And so Jeff Courtney, who is in his 3rd season at the helm, maybe just trying to see what Sevier County was going to come out in that situation. And what do you think he's going to go to in this 4th and 3 situation? Obviously, with these flex bone triple option teams, very common to see them be aggressive on 4th downs. But on your own 40-yard line, it's decision time early in the young season.
Yeah, I wonder if he's still going to go for this. I think using that timeout, there was still 15 on the play clock, so he had plenty of time to kind of look at that play and that formation and whatnot. So I wonder if this is just some more time maybe to think about going for it or drawing up a play to go for it. It would be a big play if they decide to go for it. It could go one of 2 ways. It could go Farragut's way. They keep this drive moving, or you give the potent Sevier County offense a short field. This is a risky play, but could be a good one for the Admirals.
Offense comes back out as they have their huddle on their own 35. They break it quickly. Sharp comes out under center, I formation. It's a give to Collier, tries to cut up left side, gets across the 40. He's upended at the 42, and he's going to come up a yard short. In on the tackle was Alexis Martinez and Braden Russell. And Sevier County gets a stop at the Farragut 42, and they're going to take over on offense with a short field to work with 9:24 left to go.
Yeah, once Collier got the ball, it looked like he was going to have a first down, but it was a great job of Sevier County to not let him bounce it out wide, and then there was a linebacker right in the middle to meet him in the hole and make that sure-handed tackle to not allow him to fall forward and get the necessary yardage.
So Cooper Newman comes out with a short field to work with, ball on the right hash. 9:24 left to go in the first quarter, a 7-0 Sevier County lead. Newman takes a snap, it's a give off the left side to Braden Maples. Breaks outside the numbers, and he's ankle tackled down at the 37-yard line by Thatcher Cherry, one of the linebackers for Farragut. Another positive gain on first down, about a gain of 5, maybe 6 on first down.
Run to the wide side of the field, so now things move to the near side. Wonder if the Smoky Bears continue to try to use that wide side of the field. They did on the big pass play as well.
Whistles blow, and a sub is going to be needed for Sevier County. Diego DeCourcy is going to have to come out, one of the wide receivers, and in comes Wyatt Justice, a freshman wide out. He's going to take over DeCourcy's spot on the near side of the field. One receiver to either side. It is Newman in the pistol. It's a handoff to Maples, and he is met instantly in the backfield. Wrestled down, leading the charge, John Edelman in the middle. Cherry was there on cleanup work, and it's a loss of 3 on second down. Sets up 3rd and 8 at the Farragut 40.
Perfect job by Edelman. He was the first man there, but there were multiple blue jerseys that would have been able to wrap up the ball carrier. Great job defensively. Now it's about applying some pressure and trying to get off the field on this 3rd down.
Sevier County spreads it out, 2 receivers to either side. Maples off the left tip at Newman. Play action fake. Newman over the middle. Hits Perry with a first down and more, down to the 26-yard line. Cherry on the stop, but not before a first down. Cooper Newman, 2 for 2. 2 big pickups. Keeps the drive alive for Sevier County. 8:05 and counting left to go in the first quarter.
Just a good crossing route by the 6'3" tight end, Jackson Perry. Faked as if he was going to go to that wide side of the field and then cut back to the middle of the field to make that catch.
Nathan Patterson comes in at tailback. Play action fake again. Newman tries to zing it over the middle, and it's behind his brother Parker, and it falls incomplete. Sets up 2nd and 10.
And tried an RPO that time. Parker Newman was open that time, but his brother Cooper just threw it a little behind him there, trying to pull it at the last second away from the ball carrier. Just a rare time those two won't connect.
7:46, the clock stops here in the first quarter. Ball set on the left hash. It's Newman in the shotgun. Claps his hands, now rolls out right, pressured, flings it back left side. It's Perry. He completes it, gets upended at the 20. It's Elijah Sadler, one of the two-way players for Farragut, coming up with a massive size disadvantage. Makes a tackle at the 20, makes it 3rd and short.
Very good tackle by Sadler. There were 4 Smokey Bear blockers trying to handle 3 Admiral defenders, and Sadler somehow broke free from his block, was able to make a nice tackle to force this 3rd down. That play looked like it was going to be in the end zone, but a great open field tackle.
3rd and 4, Newman in the shotgun, takes a snap back, dumps it out in the left flat. Maples has the catch. He's got a 1st down. Charging forward, he's taken out of bounds at around the 10 by Edelman. But a 1st down and the drive stays alive. Just a quick pass into the flat, and Maples had plenty of space to work with.
You mentioned it, right in the flat, and Cooper Newman, realizing the situation, only needs a handful of yards to get. Take what the defense will give you if it's a dump-off pass, and let your receiver do the work.
Clock stops with 7:01 to go in the first quarter. 1st and goal from the 10 for Sevier County. Ball on the left hash. Newman in the pistol with Patterson behind him. 2 receivers to the top, 2 tight ends attached on the left side of the offensive line. Newman takes a snap, a give to Patterson. Tries to bounce it left side. He's wrestled up and taken down for a loss of 2, maybe 3, as Caden Renfro is there for the stop.
Farragut's run defense has been pretty stout. Just the one big play on the ground for Sevier County. That was the first play from scrimmage in this contest. But since then, Smokey Bears have not had success on the ground. They've had to move the chains with Cooper Newman's arm.
Clock ticking down with 6:29 left to go. Play clock down to 12 as now they get the sign from the sideline. Pistol set for Newman once again, a receiver to either side. His brother Parker attached on the right side of the offensive line. It's a play fake and a dump into the left flat. He hooks up with Parker, breaks a tackle at the 10, tiptoeing down the sideline. He dives, and he is in for another Sevier County touchdown. We saw the flashiness with the deep touchdown. That's some grit as Newman breaks through a couple of tackles, dives in, and makes it 13-0 Sevier County with 6:05 left to go in the first quarter.
Another one of those run-pass options. A late pull by Cooper Newman, and his brother was lined up on the line of scrimmage and just kind of was able to sneak away from the line of scrimmage. No Farragut defender went with him, and that's why he was basically able to walk in. Did have to elude a defender inside the 5, but he had all kinds of space to work with to get inside the 5-yard line.
We have an equipment infraction. Not wearing equipment properly, that's a sideline warning.
Sideline warning given to Sevier County as their long snapper had the equipment infraction. So in goes Jackson Perry to serve as the long snapper in this situation. Jake Clark was the one with the infraction. Mason Akers is the holder for Adelino. All set on the 10. Flags fly from behind the line of scrimmage in the end zone to our left. We'll see what the call is here as the referees discuss.
The season opener for everybody.
Season opener for us.
You're correct.
Shaking off a little bit of rust here. And it's a penalty against Farragut. That'll push this ball just a little bit closer to the 1.5-yard line. Didn't get an announcement on what the penalty was.
Here we go. Oh, no mic out there.
He had it before.
Sevier County is going to run its offense out there, so could be a massive penalty. It's only the difference between maybe 1 point, 2 points, or none at all, but the course of a game, little mistakes like this from Farragut could be the difference in a game. You just never know. See if Sevier County can find a way to get 2 points on the board from just about a yard and a half away.
And going from 3 to a yard and a half feels like something that Sevier County can take advantage of, and they come out in a loaded backfield. Newman under center, 2 fullbacks behind him. A give to Patterson off the left side. He was one of those 2 fullbacks, and he plunges in, converting on the 2-point conversion, and it's a 15-0 Sevier County lead over Farragut with 6:05 left to go in this opening quarter. Hard to drop a better start if you're Sevier County. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns, converting on all cylinders, whether it's the run, the pass, the RPO, as we've seen it a couple of times. It has been all Smoky Bears through this first 5 minutes and 55 seconds, Andrew.
Yeah, and if you're keeping track at home, it's pretty easy to keep track of the scoring summary. Cooper Newman to Parker Newman twice. One was about an 8-yard pass, and then the other one was a big, long, deep pass on a go route from Parker. Very easy to keep track of, and might not be the only times we hear those 2 connect tonight, especially in the end zone.
Can't imagine it'll be the last time tonight. Certainly won't be the last time throughout this season that those 2 combine for 6 points as Adelino comes on for the kickoff. Sadler and Collier back deep to return for Farragut. Adelino will send it away from right to left, sets up on his own 35. An end-over-end kick that Collier will take with a running start at the 7. Takes it up the near sideline, has a burst across the 30, and he's taken down at the 34-yard line, they'll call it. A strong return from Collier, who has been through 4 plays or so, the best player that we've seen from Farragut so far, focal point in the offense, and doing so in the return game as well. As this offense for Farragut that came up unsuccessful on a 4th and 3 try from their own 40, set up the short field for Sevier County to extend its lead, comes back out on offense. The ball will be set on the 33-yard line on the near side hash. They'll be traveling from left to right. Sharp comes out under center. Haig, the fullback, behind him. H-back to either side. Haig will take the handoff, trying to push it up the right side. He's met by a swarm of Smoky Bears and gets up to the 36, a gain of 3 on first down.
Mentioned Collier, he actually was banged up on that kick return. He walked over to the sideline gingerly, so somebody different will have to step up for this Farragut offense. Carter Collier was the guy on the first possession, even though it didn't lead to points.
2nd and 7. They break the huddle. Sharp's under center, nobody behind him, and some miscommunication for this new-look Farragut squad, and flags fly as
false
there's
start.
a false start.
Offense. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Now he's got his mic working, and it's 2nd and 12. Now after just one of those mental errors that Farragut, especially in the style of offense they run, can't afford to have.
Yeah, and they've been breaking the huddle late, and then once they get set, it's like there you go, and you snap the football. Didn't do it that time, though. That's why it messed things up.
They do it this time, and trouble in the backfield. Ball is loose, still loose, and somehow it's recovered by Farragut. Sevier County was on it. They had 3 guys back there. Then the ball poked free, but they are going to signal that it is Sevier County ball. They ruled that he had possession and was down before the ball came free again. Elijah Valentine was in the backfield once again and just snowballing out of control after a pickup of 3 on first down. It's quickly back to a short field for Cooper Newman and company.
Yeah, just confusion that time in the backfield. And then it almost looked like Farragut was going to recover its own fumble once again because there were multiple Sevier County players battling for that recovery, but one of those guys down there was able to dive on it and be ruled down before Farragut potentially got it back.
4:54 to go in the first quarter. Ball on the 22-yard line on the near side hash marks for Cooper Newman. Comes out in the pistol with Patterson behind him. Trips to the top of the formation. Newman takes a snap, play action fake. Dump into the right flat. It's Zach Banks. Makes one man miss. Slides across the 20 into the open field. Banks bangs off a man. Loses the ball as he goes into the end zone, but picks it back up, and he's in for 6.
Newman's pass
Another touchdown for the Smoky Bears. Zach Banks made it look easy, then made it look difficult as he got to the 1-yard line, but he adds on to the Sevier County lead. It's 21-0 with 4:39 left to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, that was a great play, a fabulous play, and then once he got inside the 5, just kind of got insecure with the ball, but was luckily able to be right around the football and dive right on it. There was only a couple of Farragut players down there in that corner of the end zone. Almost felt like they gave up on the play because they thought Banks had already crossed.
Adelino on for the extra point. Snaps back. Kick is on its way, and it is through. 22-0. Sevier County leads it with 4:39 left to go in the first quarter. Three drives, 3 touchdowns for Cooper Newman, the 3-star committed to UConn. I mean, he talked about it before the season started that he didn't like how last year ended. He didn't like going home with that feeling and losing to Page in the 5A state championship after beating them in 2024. Feels that this team, along with his brother, they feel like this is a team that can get them back to that point and win another state championship.
Yeah, certainly, and he's playing as if he's motivated that way. And he spoke that way, and now he's putting those words into action with the way he has performed. But give credit to the Smoky Bears defensively as well. This isn't just Cooper Newman. I mean, he's very talented, and his brother Parker is as well. But this defense has also made some plays and has given him short fields these last 2 drives to set up this offense to have this continued success.
So Adelino on for the kickoff. Collier's back in the game, and he's back deep to return it. Adelino comes forward, toe meets leather, another end-over-end kick that Collier will take at his own 4-yard line. And he's hobbled, and he's going to take himself down, trying to see if he was good to go. He was not, took 1 step and instantly knew as he gingerly hobbles across the 15 and then gives himself up as he gets to the 17-yard line. He's going to quickly go to the sideline with 4:34 left to go in the opening quarter. Not a sign that you want to see for Farragut, even as a football fan, especially early in this young season, the burst we saw from Carter Collier. Now Farragut down one of its best playmakers.
Yeah, he was pointing at something along that right side, maybe his right ankle, right knee. Not a good sign, but again, somebody else can now step up.
Cruz Williams has been the one that has slid into Collier's spot, one of those A-backs. He's lined up on the right side of the offensive line. As they break the huddle, Sharp comes out under center. Haig, the fullback, behind him. A quick snap and a give off the right side. It's Elijah Sadler. Breaks across the 20, and he pushes up to the 22-yard line before he's wrestled down by Martinez and Russell, the 2 linebackers spearheading that tackle. He gets to the 22-yard line, a gain of 5 on first down for Farragut. With 4:08 and counting left to go in the opening quarter, a 22-0 Sevier County lead. Sharp back under center, same formation as before. It's a give up the middle to Williams. Powers forward to the 25 before he is pushed backwards and eventually brought down by Martinez once again.
Well, you'll live with 5-yard runs, 3-yard runs to set up third and manageable, but it's a matter of can Farragut sustain that type of success. If you run the ball 3 times to get 4 yards, you're going to get first downs.
Another give up the middle. This time it's to the fullback, Haig. He gets across the 20. Where will they mark him down is the question. They got him at the 22 as it stands currently. And it is enough for a first down for Farragut, their second first down of this opening quarter. And with 3:21 and counting left to go, 1st and 10 from their own 22-yard line for Farragut. Looking for a methodical drive against this stingy Smoky Bears defense. Sharp comes out under center, nobody behind him. It's a jet sweep off the left side to Cruz Williams, finding space and breaking free across the 30. And he's grabbed by Parker Newman before being swung down and out of bounds. Another positive pickup on first down. Gets across the 30 and up to the 32-yard line, they'll call it.
Yeah, again, productive runs. These first 4 plays from Farragut on this possession have been all productive runs. The last set of downs started with a 5-yard run. This one does as well. And what this does eventually, Sevier County is going to try to maybe burst through a hole, and it could lead to a big run.
2nd and 5, another give to Williams, this time cutting it right side, and he's got nowhere to go. Able to pick up a yard there, I'll call it, up to the 33-yard line. Makes it 3rd and 4 with 2:12 and counting left to go.
Williams on the carry, brought down by number 4, Valentine. That brings a 3rd down for the Admirals.
Haig's going to run off to the sideline, and in comes Dayton Parks, along with Nathan Schilling, who's got the play call. 15 seconds on the play clock. 1:50 still ticking down in this opening quarter. A 22-0 Sevier County lead. Sharp breaks the huddle. It's a give off the right side to Sadler. Trying to break free outside the numbers, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 35. Parker Newman was there along with Brody DiFrancesco.
Sadler on the carry, pushed out of bounds by number 6.
And it's going to set up a 4th and 2. And Farragut's going to opt to bring out its special teams unit. They're not going to go for it in this situation. And so Zach Banks runs out from the Sevier County sideline, and he'll go back deep to return it. Caleb Bell, the punter, sets up with his heels on his own 21-yard line. Banks squares up at the 30. Bell swings it towards the right side. It is going to bounce at the 40 and then trundle down the near sideline and roll out of bounds at the 25. They'll mark it at the 25 on the dot, and it's a pretty good punt from Bell to pin this Sevier County offense in its own side of the 50, something it hasn't done in these last 2 drives. A turnover on downs, a fumble has set up a pair of short fields for Sevier County.
Yeah, wise of Sean Rains that time to let the ball bounce. Hope it takes a fortuitous bounce, and it did for Farragut. And so finally you get to push back Sevier County one time. Let's see if this Farragut defense can find a way to force a turnover, maybe get a 3-and-out, get the football back, and try to create some momentum heading into the second frame.
1:21 left to go in the opening quarter. Ball on the near side hash, traveling from right to left. Newman in the pistol, takes the snap. It's a give to Patterson up the middle, and he's ankle tackled and brought down after a gain of 2 by Thatcher Cherry in the middle. 2nd and 8 upcoming.
Patterson on the carry, he'll get a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Smoky Bears.
As it ticks down to 1 minute to go in this first quarter. A 22-point advantage for Sevier County. They've scored on their first 3 drives. They set up in the pistol once again. 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Newman takes the snap. It's a give to Patterson, trying to take it to the right side, and he's got nowhere to go. A host of Admirals are there to meet him, and he's got no gain on 2nd down.
Patterson on the carry, he'll get no gain.
Patterson was the bell cow back last year, 254 carries for over 1,200 yards and 13 touchdowns for Sevier County, averaged 5 yards per carry. Has had some sliver of daylight tonight. Not going on this drive. 18 seconds to go in the pistol again. And we've got some movement up front. It looks like Farragut jumped into the neutral zone before the snap, and that will make this 3rd and 8 a bit more manageable. All the referees come together. They'll call encroachment on the defense. And so the 3rd and 8 becomes 3rd and 3 with 13 seconds left to go in this opening quarter. 22-0, Sevier County leads it.
Offsides called against Farragut. That'll bring up 3rd and 3 for the Smoky
Clock
Bears.
will start to run. Down to 7 seconds. Newman in the shotgun. Patterson off his left hip. It's going to be a toss play to Zach Banks. He's going to cut it across midfield, or cut it up the middle, rather. He's got a 1st down and more as he breaks across the 40 and up towards the 50-yard line, brought down at his own 47, and that is how the first quarter is going to come to a close. Sevier County 3 for 3 on its drives, a 22-0 lead. Farragut's had no answer, and the Smoky Bears take a 22-point advantage into the break. Second quarter action coming up after this on the Eagle Sports Network. 12 minutes down, 12 minutes to go in this first half. A 22-0 Sevier County lead. They break the huddle to get this second quarter underway, starting at their own 47, going from left to right. It's a give to Patterson up the middle. He bullies his way forward, and he's brought down at the 42, or the 49, excuse me. And it sets up a 2nd and 6. The drive actually began at their own 46-yard line. Scoreboard read the 47. Matt Scalzo alongside Andrew Rogers. Glad you could join us. Week 1 of the 2026 season here in East Tennessee for high school football. Cooper Newman back in the pistol. It's Maples now behind him. It's a give to Maples, and he's going to be swung down instantly. Met for a loss back to the 46. A loss of 4. Thatcher Cherry was there for Farragut, along with Fisher Smith, one of these seniors, 18 seniors on the Farragut side, trying to get a stop here to open up this second quarter. 3rd and 10 with 10:57 and counting left to go. Ball will be set up in the middle of the field, right on the Carson-Newman Eagle head on the 46-yard line. Newman in the shotgun, Maples off his right hip, a receiver to either side. Newman takes the snap. It's a rollout right. Looking deep, going deep, has a man open, and it is a diving catch made by Zach Banks. No, they're going to say it's incomplete. He doesn't believe it. I don't believe it. Andrew's in disbelief. An unbelievable full extension, Superman-esque effort by Zach Banks. My goodness.
Jeez Louise. I tell you what, I think the only reason maybe he did drop that is because the ground did have to maybe save him, because he had to extend so far to catch that ball. And I think just when he hit the ground, I think the ball probably hit the turf, and he still somewhat, I think, had it in his grasp, just couldn't maintain the ground. That was nice, though. That was real nice.
Unbelievable effort by the junior. And so the punter is going to come out here for Sevier County, and a timeout's going to be taken by head coach Todd Loveday, with play clock winding down and
timeout.
Some miscommunication.
Sevier
Colton
County.
Franklin was the one back there to punt. First timeout taken by Sevier County. Todd Loveday in his 6th season at the helm. Obviously the state championship in 2024. A 27-20 victory over Page. Completed a perfect season and the 100th season of Sevier County football and 2nd title in program history. And then last year coming up just shy again against Page, losing 21-14. Game-winning touchdown for Page with 58 seconds left. And Andrew, we talked about it, at least with what the Newman brothers have said going into this season. And Parker saying, seeing both sides of it, a win and a loss is really big. But no one wants to lose in that situation. He said he's probably watched the game about 30 times, just trying to get over that crushing defeat. Off to a good start, up 22-0 with 10:34 left to go in this second quarter. Colton Franklin, first time we see him, he's the punter, set up on his own 31. Elijah Sadler back deep for Farragut. Franklin's going to send a high spiraling kick that is going to land at the 29, bounce forward, and spin down to about the 21, maybe the 22-yard line. And he'll mark it down at the 21. And that is where Farragut will take over with 10:20 left to go in the second quarter. They've been able to pick up a couple of first downs, but after that initial fresh set of downs, they've stalled out both times. Opting to go for it on a 4th and short, came up unsuccessful. Last time they found themselves in the same situation, opted to punt it. They get a stop here as Hayes Sharp and this Farragut offense tries to kick into gear, trailing 22-0. Ball in the middle of the field. They'll be traveling from right to left in this second quarter. Sharp a give to Cruz Williams. Takes it off the right side. Has a gain of 2. Pushed back and then pushes forward once again up to the 24. A gain of 3 on first down.
Farragut's had some of these productive runs, 3, 4, 5 yards. Those will add up. The problem is they're not consistently doing that. They may do 3 and then 4, and it sets up a short 3rd down, but then they're stopped in the backfield for a loss. They just haven't been able to sustain some of these fine run plays enough to get a drive into plus territory.
Jet sweep off the left side. It's Elijah Sadler weaving his way through the defense, pushing forward, gets up towards the 30, and then is pushed backwards to the 29. They'll mark him down at the 30. But there's a little burst, some athleticism from one of the 6 seniors on this offensive starting group, Elijah Sadler, one of the receivers. Makes it 3rd and 1 with 9:22. Clock still ticking in this second quarter. 3rd and 1, quickly to the line. Sharp under center. It's a fullback dive to Brenton Haig, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he will not get the first down. Alexis Martinez and Avon Mitchell are the ones meeting him in the backfield. And so 4th and 1 upcoming. Offense for the moment still on the field. They've been able to pick up productive yards on the outside, but up the middle there's been no room to run for this Farragut offense. They break the huddle with 16 on the play clock. Sharp under center, Haig behind him. It's a give towards the left side. It's Cruz Williams, and he's got the first down and a little bit more up to the 32. Cruz Williams has stepped in after the injury to Carter Collier, and he's done a good job in carries he's been given, enough to get a first down up to the 32-yard line with 8:26. The clock stopped for the moment. Farragut breaks the huddle. Still in that flex bone look. Sharp under center. It's a give to Haig. Takes it left side. Now bounces back towards the middle. And he muscles his way across the 35 up to the 37-yard line. A gain of 5 on first down.
22 is Brenton Haig on the carry. That brings up 2nd down.
Haig's been pretty good in that fullback spot. It hasn't worked all the time, but when it has, he's had a little bit of a crease. He's been able to churn those legs and gain some extra yards. Looked like he got hit maybe after a 2-yard game and was able to carry a couple of defenders for a few more.
Now an I formation with Williams behind him. Sharp loses the snap, trying to bring it back to Williams, and he just has to jump on top of it on the 34-yard line. A loss of 3 makes it 3rd and long.
There's just been one of those plays every possession. They get a good couple of plays, leads to a first down, leads to a short 3rd down after a couple of good runs. And then whether it's just a good defensive play by Sevier County or in this case a mishandled snap, it's put Farragut behind.
Sharp back in the I formation under center. Play action fake. Pressured, and he's going to be brought down for a sack. Jackson Perry and Parker Newman were there uncontested, and there was nothing Sharp could do. Brought down at the 26-yard line, and the special teams unit going to come back out. Perry and Newman both going to be extending their football careers. We've talked about Parker Newman on his way to Duke. Jackson Perry committed to East Tennessee State University at the FCS level. And so with 4th and 17, Caleb Bell back for the punt. Snap comes back to him and bounces towards him, sends a low line drive kick that spins its way across the 50 and now will be downed at the 45-yard line by Sean Raines. And that is where this Sevier County offense will take over with 6:14 left to go in the second quarter. It's been the big plays, the flashy plays that have gotten things going for Sevier County, led by their senior quarterback. Cooper Newman threw for 3,705 yards last year with 45 touchdowns. He's already got 3 through this first half. In the pistol with Maples behind him. It's a give to Maples left side. Works his way outside the numbers, and he's ankle tackled out of bounds towards the 48-yard line.
Maples on the carry. Brings up 2nd down.
Tackle made by Wyatt Walker. It makes it 2nd and 7 from the 48-yard line. Clock will stop with 6:05 to go on the left hash marks. Sevier County traveling from left to right in this second quarter. had to punt on their last drive. First time that they were stopped tonight by this Farragut defense. Braden Maples, a senior running back, set up on the right hip of Newman in the backfield. Two receivers to either side. Newman claps his hands. A quick throw out right side to Wyatt Justice, and he's met instantly by one. Was able to shake a tackle, but he's not able to break another. Abram Shelton on cleanup duty. Drops him at the 45, a loss of 3, and it's 3rd and 10.
He's brought down in the backfield. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Rare time we've seen Cooper Newman in this Sevier County offense not throw the ball down the field, just threw one in the flat there, trying to get one of the receivers into space. But a great job, as you said, by Shelton, the senior defensive back, blowing that play up. Now Sevier County is behind the 8 ball in this 3rd down.
Newman takes a snap, going to roll out left, slings it over the middle, and it's behind his receiver and banks off his hand, and then Shelton comes in with a little bump of Banks, make sure he dislodges that ball, and it falls incomplete. With 5:22 left to go, a 3 and out for Sevier County. This Farragut defense starting to find something after Sevier County blitzed them in the first quarter with 22 points. 2 punts to start this second quarter, and Zach Banks will now be the one to punt this one away. Set up on his own 36. Elijah Sadler drifting back and sets up on his own 14-yard line. Snap back to Banks, a high spiraling kick that Sadler will take, and fair catches at the 23-yard line. And that is where this Farragut offense will take over with 5:13 left to go in the second quarter. A 22-0 Sevier County lead. The Smoky Bears scored on their first 3 drives, but have been stalled out on their last 2, most recently a 3 and out. So Hayes Sharp in this Farragut offense, led by Jeff Courtney, who's in his 3rd season at the helm. Both coaches with ties to Carson-Newman, where this game's being played at Berktar Stadium. Courtney was a wide receivers coach in 2012. Todd Loveday, an alum. As Sharp breaks the huddle, comes out under center. It's a give to Cruz Williams, goes left side, picks up a couple of yards, and then he's met with a head of steam by Alexis Martinez after a gain of 2 to the 25-yard line.
Williams on the carry, brings up 2nd and 8 from the 25-yard line.
2nd and 8 upcoming. 4:42 left to go. Sharp with another handoff to Williams. Going left side, and this time he is swallowed up and planted back behind the line of scrimmage. Mason Akers, one of the senior defensive backs, shot through a gap
Mason Akers brings up 3rd and 9.
and cements Williams in the backfield for a loss of 2. And it's 3rd and 9. We've seen Farragut try to throw once.
There's a reason they haven't thrown twice.
And they were met instantly for a sack. And with 4:05 left to go, timeout taken by Jeff Courtney and this Farragut offense.
Timeout. Farragut. Their 2nd of the half.
Their 2nd timeout taken. They'll have 1 remaining with 4:05 left to go in this first half. 22-0, Sevier County leads it. And upcoming a 3rd and 9 from their own 24 for Farragut. Andrew, it was going to be a hard, tall task really for Farragut to try and get things going against this Sevier County defense, especially when you look back at last season and every player that had a touchdown for Farragut has since moved on. Whether they graduated, they've gone on to a different school. This Farragut offense is completely different, especially at quarterback. Corbin Hobson was the quarterback last year. He transferred to Grace Christian Academy, team that was picked to finish 1st in their respective region. And now Hayes Sharp, tall task to try and get things going in week 1.
Yeah, and I think there are only really a couple of they haven't had any big plays, but if they can find a way to get a big play or 2, I think they're right in this football game. I know it's weird saying that when it's 22-0, but it was 22-0 at the end of the first quarter. They have an opportunity getting the ball second half to maybe put something together.
3rd and 9, they're going to go to a fullback dive to Haig up the middle. Gets across the 25 up to the 27, and that is where his progress will be stopped. This linebacking group led by Braden Russell, one of the 6 captains for Sevier County, in on the stop, and Caleb Bell will come out to punt this one away once again. Now 2 returners back deep for Sevier County. Zach Banks set up closer to the near side, and Braden Maples set up on the left side hash marks. With 3:27 and counting left to go, Caleb Bell back to punt it away. He'll set on his own 31. Snap back. It is a high punt. It'll bounce at the 41. Banks will let it roll past him. And it gets a positive Farragut bounce down inside the 30. The Admirals ushering it to go a little further. And it'll go down to the Sevier County 28 with 3:08 left to go in this second quarter. That is where the Smoky Bears will take over, led by Carson-Newman.
He played a flawless first quarter, but he's made a couple of mistakes. We won't call them mistakes, they're not turnovers, just incomplete passes. Had the deep one to Banks, but that one was a beautiful ball, just didn't haul it in, and then the one behind his last receiver on his last attempt.
Touch pass to Noah Mendoza on this opening play, going left side, and he is stuffed, has nowhere to go, and a big tackle by Mason Swore, senior safety. Meets him at the 29-yard line.
No gain, brings up 2nd and 10.
With no gain on the play. 2:42 clock counting down in this first half. Newman out in the pistol. Bunch set on the right side of the formation. A lone receiver to the top. Newman claps his hands, gets the snap back. Looking over the middle, he completes it to Diego DeCourcy at the 36. And he's met instantly with no extra yardage after the catch. Gets across the 35 to the 36. Mason Swore on the tackle again. 3rd and 3 with 2:08 left to go in this second quarter. 2 receivers to either side. Patterson off the right hip. Newman takes the snap, looking right side. Now rolls out right and just has to loft it out of bounds. Nowhere to go, and another stop on 3rd down for this Farragut defense.
Yeah, great job. The 2 near side receivers almost didn't really even run a route. They ran like 5 or 6 yards up the field and then just kind of stopped. I don't know if those were curl routes and supposed to be comeback routes to the quarterback. They weren't timed if they were, and then Newman just had to throw it away, and looked like for a second Sevier County may think about going for it, but no reason to. Farragut has done nothing on offense. Just play the field position game and try to trust your defense maybe to get another stop, to try to get one more chance offensively in this opening half of football.
Zach Banks is the punter. He takes the snap back, and this is a high knuckling punt. Lands at the 35. Takes a big Sevier County bounce down to the 24-yard line of Farragut, and that is where the Admirals will take over. They'll mark it at the 25 with 1:42 left to go. Farragut has picked up some first downs, but haven't had that extra gear behind it. They haven't crossed into Sevier County territory yet tonight. And for an offense that has been predicated on running the ball, they're going to have to try and open up the playbook here if they want to score before the half.
As you're saying, if you stick with the ground game, you need a big play, but Farragut really hasn't had a big play since they lost Collier, one of their top backs, to an injury. It limped off late in that first quarter on a kick return.
It's a jet sweep right side. Cruz Williams trying to find room, and he has nowhere to go. Setting the edge was Noah Mendoza. And as Williams tried to track back, Elijah Valentine hawks him down. A loss of nothing, or no gain.
Yeah, you perfectly described that play, though, because you said Mendoza set the edge, and he did, because even though he didn't make the play, he did make the play because it forced the ball carrier back into the grain, and that's where all those white Smoky Bear defenders were. Excellent job by Mendoza, and his other teammates finished the play.
Just over a minute to go. It's a handoff up the middle to Sadler. Gets about 2. Braden Russell's there on the tackle. Sets up 3rd and 8. Whistles blow. A timeout taken by Sevier County, and they got 1 to play with here. 59.3 seconds to go as the sun is starting to set behind us, and streaks of sun cascading across this Berktar Stadium complex.
Look what's coming behind us here,
Oh,
too.
my goodness. Special delivery, courtesy of Jay West and Lucas Triplett. Some Domino's Pizza. We all know what Andrew and I are going to be doing at the half, and those of you watching in the booth here on the Eagle Sports Network, well,
what's your guess?
You're going to get a front row. What's our? Oh. Did you go and get this from the store? This is all Lucas for us.
Really?
Oh, thanks, guys.
They were going anyway.
I'm going to go like sausage or something.
I go pepperoni. Sausage.
Bang!
Count it.
That's a win for me. 59.3 seconds to go in this first half. A 22-0 Sevier County lead as Farragut breaks the huddle. Back in the flexbone set, Sharp, a delayed give to Sadler, and he's got nowhere to go. Beautiful read in the middle by this Sevier County defense.
Sadler on the carry.
And they'll
down for a loss by number 32, Isaac Taylor Stanley.
And it was Isaac Taylor Stanley on the stop. A timeout taken by Sevier County with 49.8 seconds to go. 4th and 9 upcoming, so this Sevier County offense that has been stagnant in the second quarter will get another chance to operate it, considering nothing goes wrong on this punt.
Right, and that's why you punt if you're Sevier County on that last possession. They had a manageable 4th down, probably could have converted it depending on what play was run and how things played out, but you take your chances, you play the field position game. Let's see what happens on this punt return potentially as well, and give your offense a chance to try to put some more points on the board. Give credit to this Farragut defense, though, putting together a nice second quarter. Sevier County has done nothing in this quarter. It's all the first quarter offense that Carson-Newman and company have done to make this a 3-touchdown game, but Farragut's defense has kept them in this football game for now.
Caleb Bell sets up on his own 12. The snap is back, runs towards his right side, and angles this towards the sideline, and it goes out of bounds. One of the managers for Sevier County was there. He had it in his hands, and he bobbled it and lost it. He's going to get some grief from his teammates on the sideline, and the ball will be marked out of bounds at the 50-yard line on the dot with 42.1 seconds to go. Sevier County, while they've had nothing going in the second quarter, they have taken advantage of short field both times that they've had it off of Farragut turnovers. And so Carson-Newman going to try and kickstart something with 42.1 seconds to go and add on to a 22-0 lead. Sets up in the pistol with Braden Maples behind him. 2 receivers to the near side and 2 tight ends to the top of the formation. Play action fake. Newman rolls out right, dumps it off into his brother's hands, and Carson-Newman stiff arms one man at the 43 and is pushed out of bounds at the 38. A first down and then some for Carson-Newman on a little bootleg. Pickup of 12 on first down. Clock stops with 35.5 seconds to go. And Sevier County quickly back to the line. Pistol set again. Trips to the top of the formation. A lone receiver to the bottom. It's Wyatt Justice with Maples behind Newman. Claps his hands. Pressure comes. Dumps it off left side. It's Carson-Newman on a wide receiver screen. Angles towards the middle of the field. And he's swung down at the 30-yard line. No timeouts remaining for Sevier County. They quickly get to the line. They're signaling for a spike. 20 seconds to go. Clock still moving. Snap back, and Newman will spike it down with 15.3 seconds left on the clock. 3rd down and 3 upcoming from the 31-yard line of Farragut. Ball in the middle of the field.
I'm surprised that screen pass didn't go for more because Farragut had ran a blitz from the opposite side of where that screen pass was thrown. So the numbers game, they had sent some guys in, but the screen was happening, so surprised it didn't go for more.
2-by-2 set, snap back. Newman over the middle. Hits it with Zach Banks at the 20. He's got a first down. Fights for some more yardage. Clock will stop as they move the change for a second with 7.3 to go. Ball spotted down. Clock begins to move again. Snap back, and Newman spikes it with 3.2 seconds to go from the 18-yard line of Farragut. And Adam Adelino, the kicker, takes a few steps onto the field, and Todd Loveday
2nd and 10 for the Smoky
signals
Bears.
for the offense to come out. Adelino will go on to try and get 3 points before the half.
Yeah, can't ask for a better 2-minute drill offense there. A couple of spikes well done by this offense. The first play of the drive to get out of bounds and then to be able to get a first down. That clock stops momentarily to set up this field goal try.
Adelino was 1 for 2 last year. His long was 27. This will be from 35. Set up on the near side hash marks. And whistles blow as Jeff Courtney's going to try and ice the senior kicker. With 3.2 ticks remaining in this first half, a 22-0 Sevier County lead. All the offense came in that first half. It was a 2-play drive to open it up in the 2026 season. A deep pass where Carson-Newman hauled in a pass from his brother Cooper, made it 7-0 early, and then back-to-back short fields where it was kick-started by this Smoky Bears defense, turnover on downs, and then a fumble resulted in 2 more quick touchdowns. But since it has gone into this second quarter, as you said, Andrew, Farragut defense has stepped up and trying to cause a missed field goal here from Adelino keeps Sevier County scoreless in the second quarter.
Yeah, Farragut's run defense has really been the best part defensively for this Admirals group. They've done a good job stopping the run, and that's what Sevier County has done. They've tried to run the football a lot on first and second down with this 3-touchdown lead. It hasn't really worked, and it's not really only set up one opportunity to pass. Except for this drive, they haven't really moved the ball.
Jake Clark's the long snapper. Mason Akers the holder on the 25-yard line. Adelino back, ball on the near side hash. Snap back, hold is down, kick on the way, and it is good. It just creeps over the crossbar as time expires in this first half. A successful sub-1 minute drill.
That's the end of the
Sevier
first
County
half.
offense. They take a 25-0 lead into the half over Farragut. 20 minutes put up on the clock here for halftime. But Andrew, your takeaways from this first half: that Sevier County punched Farragut in the mouth. They came back a little bit stronger in the second quarter, but no offense to show for it for the Admirals.
Yeah, first and foremost, certainly glad to have football back, and Sevier County was obviously very excited to have football back. Came out right away, punched Farragut in the mouth. Big plays offensively. Defense was stout throughout that first half. Give credit to Farragut. They didn't let this game get really out of reach. It was 22-0 at the end of one. It's only 25-0 at halftime. So the Admirals have a little bit of life. Can their offense figure something out? They've had a couple of good runs, but they just haven't been able to sustain any drives. That will be the key to success for Farragut to make a rally in the third and fourth periods.
19:36 and counting left to go on the halftime clock. Andrew and I are going to enjoy this Domino's Pizza brought to us by Jay West and Lucas Triplett. We're certainly looking forward to it. 25-0 the score at the half. Sevier County in front. We'll be back with second half action after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
At this time, they will be
Nearing the start of half number 2 between Sevier County and Farragut in the 5-Star Preps Kickoff Classic here at Berktar Stadium in Jefferson City, Tennessee on the campus of Carson-Newman University. It's a 25-0 lead for Sevier County over Farragut. Matt Scalzo, Andrew Rogers with you. So glad you could join us under the lights here. Week 1 of high school football in East Tennessee. And during the half, Andrew and I had a nice visit from Lucas Triplett, Jay West, head of the Eagle Club, David Needs. They gave us a Domino's pizza because dorm food had Andrew and I down, so we reached for Domino's. Andrew, it hit the spot.
Yeah, it's significantly down until that Domino's pizza came in. It's gone. It's gone. We're not going to say who ate what, but it's gone. Just know it is gone.
If you watched the In the Booth cam, you know who ate what.
Yeah,
but
it is gone, but it did have us down. But again, go to the Jeff City Domino's, show them your Carson-Newman ID, get it for about $6.99. It's a great deal.
Well, enough about pizza. We'll talk more about football because I know that's what most people listening along, that's what you want to know about. 25-0, Sevier County leads it. They scored 22 points in the first half, scored on their first 3 drives, highlighted by 3 Cooper-Newman touchdowns, 2 of them to his brother Parker. But in that second quarter, Farragut found a little bit of momentum defensively, picked up some stops. Sevier County scored before the half on an Adam Adelino 35-yard field goal. But some momentum to build on for Farragut. Of course, this is going to be a tough season. So many players transferred out or graduated ahead of the start of this season. So many new faces. It's going to be tough for the Admirals to build on something, but a chance in this second half to maybe take some steps forward.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think there was already some quality steps taken, specifically on the defensive end, because Sevier County, again, came out right away. 3 quick touchdowns in the first 3 possessions, 2 off short fields, 1 on a deep pass on the opening possession of the new season. And then that second quarter, I think Sevier County just kind of got content maybe with the score. Not saying they were calling different plays, but they were running the ball on first and second down a little bit more, less RPOs. And Farragut responded well, defended the run well. And then when needed to get a stop on a third down and on a passing situation, they were able to step up. So more of that from Farragut. And then offensively, they've got to find a way to crack this Sevier County defense. No big plays. I think it was just a couple by Collier on the opening couple possessions that maybe went for about 8-10-yard runs. Besides that, it's really just been 2 here, 4 here, 6 there, and then a negative play that has set this offense back. So try to sustain a drive and let the defense continue to try to keep you in this football game. It's only it is a 4-score game. Can't get 3-8s and get 25. It gives you 24. So it is a 4-score game, but a lot of football to play, 24 minutes. That's why you put the time on the board and play the game.
They put more time on the board here for halftime. We now got 2 minutes to go, but you touched on Carter Collier, the junior running back who has been described to catch lightning in a bottle sometimes with his speed, and he showed it on display with a good return, a good opening run, but it was on that return that he got hurt, and he was trying to give it a go just moments ago to the sideline in front of us, trying to see if he could make some quick cuts, some bursts, but he's kind of shaking his head. He has his helmet off. He was working with the athletic training staff, but for the time being, it looks like Collier will not be able to get things going in this second half. So again, Farragut will turn to another unknown, and Cruz Williams has been the guy to step up in those spots, but there has not been enough push for Farragut to build upon a fresh set of downs that they've gotten a couple of times. They haven't crossed into Sevier County territory yet, so a lot of things still to be fixed, especially early in this season. For a Farragut team that's coming off a 3-8 mark in 2025. As for Sevier County, 13-2 last year, undefeated in districts. Made it all the way back to the state championship in 5A before falling to Page. So the goal remains the same for Todd Loveday and company. And this offense that came off so strong, as you said, in that first quarter, was able to dial up some deep plays. Second play of the season was a long touchdown from Cooper-Newman to Parker-Newman. But what do you want to see from them in this second half to maybe pull away and just, put a bow on things early in this second half?
It'll be important, I think, to just kind of get a consistent running game. And I think part of it has been Farragut's ability to defend the run that's been successful for them and has made it difficult for Sevier County. But I think the Smoky Bears will certainly want to run the ball a little bit better. If you remember back to that opening possession, we described to the listener how the first play from scrimmage was a first down run. It was a misdirection run play, and then the next play was the big deep pass down the field. So that first down run then opened maybe something up, because then a safety was like, okay, they're going to run the ball like this, I'm going to take an extra step down, and that led to the big pass play. So maybe more creativity in the run game to get that established, and then that opens up the RPO and the passing options down the field as well.
Adam Adelino will be the one to send this one away to get things going in the second half. It'll be Sevier County to kick off. Farragut back deep to return. Sevier County will send it away from left to right. Farragut coming from right to left in this third quarter. Adelino sweeps the leg, and it will be a touchback as Sadler lets it go past him, and Farragut will start this drive on their own 20-yard line with 12 minutes on the clock here in the third quarter. Sevier County in the icy white road uniform, white jerseys with purple numbers and accents, white pants with 2 purple stripes down the sides, a purple helmet with the interlocking SC logo and 2 white stripes. For Farragut, all navy with silver numbers outlined in white, silver stripes with white accents on the shoulders and on the pants, a silver helmet with a Dallas Cowboys star on the helmet. Under center is Sharp. It's a give to Sadler, trying to take it right side, and he has nowhere to go. Met instantly in the backfield. It's Braden Russell, dropping him for a loss of 1.
I'm not certain where John Edelman was going there. That was a junior right guard. He was pulling that play and just ran right past the defender that made the tackle. I don't know if he saw something different and was trying to maybe get his back out wide, but he just ran right past the guy I think he was supposed to block.
So 2nd and 11 as Sharp comes out under center, the flex bone look. He's going to roll out right, looking to pass. Going deep down the middle of the field, and he overshoots his man, looking for Nathan Schilling. Good coverage on that play from Noah Mendoza for Sevier County. Sets up 3rd and 11 for second time we've seen Farragut go to the pass play. This time they had protection to set something up, but to no avail. It sets up 3rd and 11 with 11:17 left to go in this third quarter. Ball set in the middle of the field. They break the huddle. I formation as Sharp gets under center. It's a give up the middle to Cruz Williams. Tries to find some space to the right side. He gets a pickup of a few before he's snowed under by Jackson Perry. After a pickup of about 4, gets it to the 23, and with 4th and 7, out comes Caleb Bell to punt this one away. Zach Banks will go back deep for Sevier County. A 3 and out to open up half number 2 for Farragut.
Appreciate the aggressiveness on 2nd down. It was a creative play call there, try to pass it down the field. Good pass protection as well, but better discipline and work by the Smoky Bears secondary.
Bell back at his own 10, snaps it back. It is a low tumbling kick that takes a very positive bounce, gets across the 50 and moves down to the 35. That ball probably got maybe 8 feet off the ground, just knifing its way through the special teams unit of both sides, and somehow ends up positive. I think the rollout was further than how far it went in the air.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It was closer to hitting one of the linemen, which would have been disaster. That would have put, who knows where the ball would have ricocheted, probably backward behind the punter if it hits one of the linemen. So luckily, that ball just kept rolling too, and Sevier County's going to have to start in its own territory.
It looked like one of my wedges on the weekend. Just not a chip you were looking for. But it turns out pretty good. From the 36, Sevier County takes over. Play action fake. Newman looking deep. Loads it up, going deep down the left sideline. And it is incomplete, intended for Zach Banks. Step for step with him was Sean Raines, senior defensive back. And so first play of the second half, Sevier County trying to go deep. And the clock stops with 10:14 to go in quarter number 3, a 25-0 lead for the Smoky Bears. Pistol set with Newman there and Patterson behind him. H-back is Jackson Perry. Play action fake. It's a give out to the left side, and wrestling down the intended target in Noah Mendoza is Sean Rains once again. Had good coverage on first down, and here on second down, drops Mendoza behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 1 to the 35, blowing up that RPO. 9:48 and counting left to go in the third quarter, 3rd and 11. 2-by-2 set with Newman in the shotgun, has Patterson off his left hip. Snap back, it's a play action. Looking over the middle, he hits Jackson Perry at the 45, and he's upended at the 50. He's got a first down and then some. Moves into plus territory to the Farragut 49. And it's a fresh set of downs for the Smoky Bears. Clock continues to move along, 9:21 to go in the third quarter. Pistol set. Patterson behind him. Perry, the H-back on the right side of the offensive line. 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 to the top. It's a give to Patterson. He plunges forward, carrying defenders with him down to the 42-yard line. A positive gain on first down. Pickup of 7 makes it 2nd and 3. As the clock ticks below 9 minutes to go in this third quarter.
Big conversion on that third down. I want to go back a play or two there. Jackson Perry's route was just similar to the one he ran in the first half. Just a quick little in move to the inside and then back out.
Another RPO flip into the left flat. There's Barry. He's got some room, and he rumbles down to the 31. Jackson Perry with a strong pickup, moves the sticks once again down to the Farragut 31. Just a quick move off the RPO. Newman executes it well. 1st and 10 coming from the 31 with 8:26 remaining. Clock continues to roll along. You're under the lights of Berktar Stadium. Ball on the left hash marks. 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top. It's a handoff to Patterson as he was behind Newman. He moves his way into a pile of humanity and is able to churn the legs forward to the 26, a gain of 5 on first down for Nathan Patterson.
Those are the type of runs that will propel this Sevier County offense to another successful season. When you're trying to milk this game away, put a team away, 5-yard runs like that are just demoralizing for a defense that has had success against the run, but now the playbook is wide open for Matt Penland, the offensive coordinator and company.
Quick snap throw out into the left flat. It's Parker Newman. Tried to cut back towards the middle of the field, and that's where a bunch of Admirals were waiting for him. He's got a gain of nothing on second down, and so 3rd and 5 on its way.
Expect the Smoky Bears to be in 4-down territory, kind of in no man's land. I think with the score what it is, 3 points really doesn't do a whole heck of a lot. So unless this is a sack, I expect Sevier County to play this 3rd down as if they're going to go for it on 4th.
Newman in the shotgun, Patterson behind him. Play action, rolls out right, dumps it into the flat. It's Avon Mitchell. He's got a first down and more across the 20. Drags defenders with him. He's inside the 10. One of the backup tight ends in this offense, Avon Mitchell, steps up for the conversion on 3rd down, and it's 1st and goal from the 10 for the Smoky Bears.
That is basic as it gets. A little play action fake. Here comes a guy from the line of scrimmage into the flat, dump it off, and let the receiver do the work after the catch.
Pistol set with Patterson behind Newman. Claps his hands. It's a give to Patterson. Jitterbugs his way to the right side, and he's got nowhere to go. Diving in for an ankle tackle is Wyatt Walker. Drops Patterson for a loss of 3. And there is a Farragut defender down on the 10-yard line.
Timeout for an injured player.
And it looks like it could be some cramping, as you know you would expect in games like this. It's been so long since either of these two teams have faced another team in an environment like this. Of course, there's scrimmages. Sevier County hosted the Smoky Mountain Jamboree, but that was 1 quarter of football. This is 4 long, draining quarters that can really wear down on you, and this is really the first installment we've seen where a cramp might get to a player.
Yeah, and I don't really think there's been much fatigue shown either. I think these two teams are still flying around, playing fast throughout this game. But as it wears on, certainly that will come into play. And Hopefully it is just a cramp the way they're stretching out the defender's left leg. It appears that way.
Popping back up and running off towards the sideline is one of the Farragut defenders. It was Caden Renfro that was hurt and pops up under his own power. So 2nd and goal from the 13 for Sevier County. Ball will be set on the right hash. Clock stopped with 6:16 to go at the moment. And Newman breaks the huddle. Comes out in the shotgun, has Braden Maples off his left hip. A bunch set to the left side of the offensive line, a lone receiver to the bottom. Newman takes the snap, rolls out left, lobs it up into the back left corner of the end zone, and all alone is Jackson Perry. He hauls it in. It's a Sevier County touchdown. And they tack on with the 4th passing touchdown of the night from Cooper Newman. It's 31-0 Sevier County with 5:56 remaining in this 3rd quarter.
Safe to say, I think that was the put-away drive, Matthew. I think that was exactly what Sevier County was looking for. Get a defensive stop out of the break, go right down the field, and make it look clinical. And that's exactly what it was from Connecticut commit Cooper Newman.
Snap back, hold is down by Akers. Adelino splits the uprights, and it's 32-0. Sevier County in front with 5:56 to go in the 3rd quarter. You touched on him, Matt Penland, the offensive coordinator for Sevier County. He's got to love what he's been seeing from his senior quarterback. 4 passing touchdowns on a campus that Matt Penland is certainly familiar with.
Yep, absolutely. And they were here last year. They've already surpassed their offensive output from last year, so certainly him and this offense will be pleased. And you're always going to nitpick at certain things that take place in this game that could improve offensively, but you got to be pretty happy with what has took place on this Saturday evening in August.
32-0. The Smoky Bears in front over the Admirals. Adelini is here for the kickoff, set up on the 40-yard line in the middle of the field. Sadler back deep to return. Adelini comes forward. This ball will bounce at the 25, and it's picked up by Max Hilton, one of the tight ends. Gets across the 30 before he is upended at the 31. They'll mark him down at the 32. And a 32-point lead initiates the running clock here in the high school level at Tennessee. 30 or more points, the clock starts to run, and that's where we find ourselves. 5:27, the clock moving along. Ball on the 32 on the right hash for Farragut. For an offense that has picked up a couple of first downs, and as we talked about, it was going to be tough sledding regardless with all the changes in the offseason for Jeff Courtney. Sharp breaks the huddle under center, a fullback behind him. It's a give to Williams up the middle. Plunges forward for about a gain of 3 to the 35-yard line. That's where they'll stop him, setting up 2nd and 7. Alexis Martinez was there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd down.
Sharp comes back out under center, fullback behind him, 2 A-backs and an H-back. It's a give up the middle to the fullback, Haig. He gets to the 37 before he's pushed backwards by a swarm of Smoky Bears. And there's a Sevier County defender down now, as the clock will stop with 4:19 left to go in this 3rd quarter. Looks to be another cramp that might be getting to one of these players. Can't quite make out a number from this distance. Andrew, I'm not sure if you got anything over there. You got the binoculars.
I do not have a number. .35.
And it was Martinez that was in there on tackle. Pops back up. 3rd and 5 upcoming for Farragut from the 37-yard line. He's going to head off to the sideline and sit this one out. Braden Russell in there along with Isaac Taylor. 2 linebackers and Carson-Newman, a two-way guy. One of 6 captains on this Sevier County team. Ball set in the middle of the field for Farragut, traveling from right to left in this 3rd quarter. Matt Scalzo alongside Andrew Rogers with you. So glad you could join us here on the Eagle Sports Network. Sharp breaks the huddle, comes out in the classic flex bone spot, and give up the middle to Cruz Williams, and he gets 1, maybe 2, before he is pushed all the way back to the 31-yard line. 4th down on its way for Farragut, and they will send Caleb Bell and the special teams unit back out. 3:37, the clock continues to move. As Braden Maples will go out to return this punt. He sets up on his own 30-yard line. Caleb Bell has his heels on his own 25. Sevier County showing some pressure. They drop back out of it as Bell gets a good punt away. Maples running towards the near sideline, lets it bounce at the 32, and it spins to the 26. A couple of Sevier County players were in the vicinity, and Cade Akers, one of them, along with Maples, both were able to dodge out of the way, and Sevier County takes over at the 27-yard line. They'll mark it. 2:52 and counting left to go in this 3rd quarter. Cooper Newman trots back out once again. 4 passing touchdowns pacing the way for this Sevier County offense. Comes out in the classic pistol look, has Maples behind him. 2 receivers to the top, 1 at the bottom. An H-back in the backfield. It's a give to Maples left side. Shimmies his way through a couple of defenders, and he's got a 1st down up to the 38-yard line. A pickup of 11 on 1st down moves the sticks. Braden Maples creates a 1-2 punch with Nathan Patterson, and Maples, senior running back, is going to play at the next level, committed to Western Kentucky. It's a quick give to Maples once again. He takes it left side, breaks off some tackles, carrying defenders with him, for he is brought down at the Sevier County 49. He'll move the sticks again, back-to-back 11-yard carries from Braden Maples. Pushes Sevier County onto the edge of Farragut territory with 1:46 left to go in this 3rd quarter.
And maybe some tired bodies now as well out there. And, oh boy, we're going to have to stop the game for that. Maples just had to unleash around the 40-yard line.
And he's still going down towards the sideline. All his teammates running in other directions, trying to stay out of his way. Patterson came on. Now he's going to run off. And Alexis Martinez, one of the starting linebackers, will check in at tailback as the clock ticks back underway. 1:25 remaining in this 3rd quarter. Ball on the 49 in the middle of the field. Pistol set. Snap back, a give to Martinez. Starts left side, now cuts back towards the middle. Shakes off some defenders, and he gets across the 50 to the Farragut 49. A lot of work for a 2-yard gain for Martinez on his 1st give of the night. As we cross under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter. A 32-0 Sevier County lead over Farragut. 2-by-2 set with 2 receivers to the top in Newman and Barry. 2 to the bottom in DeCourcy and Banks as Banks lines up in the slot. Martinez off the left tip with Newman in the shotgun. He claps his hands, looks left side, will sling it out to his brother Parker. Spins off one man, shakes off another, fighting through defenders, and he moves the sticks. A quick little screen to his wide receiver brother. Committed to Duke, showing off why. A juke, a spin, and a 1st down to the 40. Rated as the number 14 player in the state of Tennessee. Listed as a tight end, but he is lined up out wide for much of the night. He's the 12th best tight end per 24/7 Sports. As clock ticks down under 5, and Sevier County is going to take this one to the end of the 3rd quarter. Moving through this Farragut defense. Cooper-Newman dissecting it. He's operating like a surgeon tonight. 4 passing touchdowns brings us to the end of the third. We'll take a quick break. Fourth quarter action on its way after this on the Eagle Sports Network. We're into the fourth quarter. It's 32-0 Sevier County over Farragut. Matt Scalzo with Andrew Rogers on the Eagle Sports Network. So glad you could join us. Week 1 of the high school football season in East Tennessee brings us under the lights of Burke-Tar Stadium as Cooper-Newman and the Sevier County offense come back onto the field, moving from right to left in this third quarter. Newman, a play-action fake. Flushed out right. It's going to loft it down the right sideline and out of bounds. Zach Banks was in the vicinity along with Noah Mendoza. Flags fly in the secondary as Yellow Laundry litters at the 36-yard line. And the clock will continue to move here. A 30-plus point lead for Sevier County initiates the running clock. And they'll have to work from behind the sticks here. An ineligible man downfield called against Sevier County on 1st and 10. Push them back to 1st and 15 to the Farragut 45. Ball set on the right hash marks. 4 passing touchdowns for the soon-to-be UConn quarterback in Cooper-Newman. Is quickly set in the shotgun as Braden Maples off to his right hip. 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Claps his hands, takes the snap, rolls out right. Low throw. It is incomplete. He was looking for Wyatt Justice, but he was unable to hold on to it. Sean Raines in coverage. Been one of the top defenders for Farragut in a night that there hasn't been much to show for offensively, but after Sevier County dropped 22 points in the first quarter, Farragut has held its own over the last 2 and some change, just surrendering 10 points. They've got Sevier County backed up behind the sticks, 2nd and 15, 10-23, and the clock continues to tick as Newman's in the pistol with Maples behind him. 2 to the top, 1 at the bottom. H-back and Mitchell to the right side of the offensive line. Play action fake. Newman's going to dump it off to Mitchell. He's got some green grass in front of him across the 40. Bowls through a defender before he's taken down at the 34. And a Farragut defender is down on the play. And the clock stops with 9:57 to go. Makes it 3rd and manageable. And then it'll be 3rd and 4 with the ball on the 34-yard line. And popping up and now hobbling off to the sideline goes a Farragut defender. It's Mason Swore, one of the safeties, as whistle blows and the clock continues to roll now. 9:48 left to go in the fourth quarter. Newman in the pistol with Maples behind him. 2 to the bottom, 1 to the top. It's a give to Maples up the middle. He's got some green grass. Stiff arms a defender at the 30, holding on for dear life and able to hold on for the tackle is Thatcher Cherry.
Better work defensively, better work offensively in running the ball from Sevier County in the second half. They have run it significantly better. It's been able to set the tone offensively, and then it's opened up the playbook for Cooper-Newman and the offense to pass with. We saw them kind of stall out a little bit in the second quarter because I think they had to throw it more because of the inability to run, but they're running it well now.
Play action fake, dump off into the right flat. It's Mitchell. Weaves his way past a couple of would-be defenders before he slips down at the 16-yard line. Ball was set on the 26.
Newman's pass complete to number 13, Aiden Mitchell.
And they will mark him enough for a fresh set of downs. Chains will move. Ball on the 16-yard line on the right hash. Patterson now joins Newman in the backfield. It's another play-action fake. Lofts it over the middle, looking for Wyatt Justice. Or rather, it was an RPO, and Justice thought there should be a flag, and I tend to agree with him. Late tug on the play from the Farragut defender, and it'll set up 2nd and 10 from the 16.
Certainly interfered with that. Again, RPO pass, though. A late read by the quarterback, Newman, and I think that's what reins the cornerback off guard there is the pass coming that late on that run-pass option, and that's why he had to do that tug, got away with it.
Newman a give to Patterson, trying to go left side. He's got nowhere to go. Dropped behind the line of scrimmage, a loss of 3. Sean Raines was there alongside Fisher Smith. Another tackle for a loss, and as much has gone right for this Sevier County offense, there have been plays like that. Some negative plays, especially as Sevier County has tried to work outside the tackles. Good job setting the edge for Farragut. 3rd and 13 as Alexis Martinez checks into the backfield, sets up on the left hip of Newman. 2 receivers to either side, ball on the left side of the field. Newman a quick play into the left flat. He hits Martinez. Stutter steps at the 15 before he's dropped by Elijah Sadler at the 14, along with Thatcher Cherry. Makes it 4th down and 8, as here comes kicking unit for Sevier County with 6:47 and counting to go in the 4th quarter. A 32-0 lead for the Smoky Bears. Team well on their way to starting this season 1-0 after a 27-7 win over Farragut last year at this very stadium. It's been a much more controlled effort in round 2. As Adelino sets up for a 31-yard field goal. Snap back, Akers the hold. Adelino, an end-over-end kick. It finds its way through the uprights, and it's 35-0. Adelino hit from 35, now he hits from 31. 2 for 2. And he's already made more field goals tonight than he had all of last season. Same amount of attempts for him as well. And so it's a 35-0 lead for Sevier County over Farragut. Clock stops for the moment with 6:15 remaining in quarter number 4. Andrew, it's hard to drop a better start if you're Sevier County. For Farragut, you're just trying to find some sort of positive momentum to carry forward for an offense that is basically just a whole new look from top to bottom.
Yeah, it's been a whole new look, and there's been some good things that have happened, but not enough good things that have happened against this Sevier County defense. When you run the flex bone and run the ball as adamantly as this Farragut team has in this game, you have to try to break one of these into the secondary, try to get a big run to set the tone for a series, flip the field at the least, but Farragut has not been able to do that. 2 first downs at most on any possession, and other than that, they've not really been able to flip the field much on Sevier County. Just been a handful of times the Smoky Bears have been backed up.
Adelino on the kickoff, sends it into the end zone. And it's a touchback that will start this Farragut drive at the 20. Clock starts to run once again. Running clock in the 4th quarter with a 35-0 lead for Sevier County over Farragut. Week 1 of the season. The Admirals trying to find something to build on heading into the end of this one before week 2, when they'll be on the road at Powell in 6 days' time. Sharp under center. It's a give off the right side to Brenton Haig, the fullback. Gets across the 25 before he's turned back at the 26. A gain of 6 on first down for the fullback. And more cramps here. It's Sevier County that will be the one on the odd end of this. Aaron Keir
timeout
is the one down. Starting defensive tackle for Todd Loveday and defensive coordinator Mark Shamp. Got to tip our cap to the big guys up front for Sevier County, especially on the offensive side of the ball. All five starters on the offensive line are new looks. Everyone that started last year for Sevier County has since moved on, and so Alex Blackburn, the left tackle, senior, transferred in from William Blunt. A left guard, Jensen Smith's in his junior season. Drake Meek, the center, one of 6 captains for Sevier County in his senior season. Aaron Brooks at right guard, he's a senior, and Lucas Lahr, another senior, at right tackle. Have given plenty of time to Cooper Newman. He hasn't been brought down for a sack. Has given good lanes to Nathan Patterson and Braden Maples. And, of course, on the defensive side of the ball as well, Keir and Jackson Gibson up the middle have been a 1-2 punch at the defensive tackle spot as the clock has stopped with 5:15. And it looks like Keir's getting cramps in both legs at the same time. I do not envy him in that spot, but pops back up and will head off towards the sideline.
64, Aaron Keir shaken up in the play. It'll be second down.
Yeah, it's important to know. We talk about the Sevier County running game not being what it was in the second half and the first half, not having great success. But again, brand new lines, so they have to mesh together. It's not just one offensive lineman that is the reason the running game is so good, or just the running back. It's a whole unit up front.
I formation, snap back, Sharp the give to Williams, and he is planted at the 27. His mouth guard came flying out, and he lost his helmet at the end of that play.
Number 7, Cruz Williams on the play.
Jackson Worley will go in along with Jackson Willis in place of Williams. Sharp under center, Haig the fullback. Gets a sweep off the right side to Sadler. Gets across the 30, spins forward and is able to get to the 34. It's a first down for Farragut with 4:22. Clock continues to move in this fourth quarter.
That's enough for a Farragut first down.
Ball up to the 34-yard line will be set on the right hash as Farragut travels from left to right in this fourth quarter. An even 4 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter as they break the huddle. Back in the flex bone set. Sharp, misdirection give up the middle. It's Haig as he plunges forward for a gain of 5 to the 39. They'll mark him at the 40, so make it a pickup of 6.
22, Brendan Haig on the carry. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Some of the backups for Sevier County getting some run with this game out of reach, and with 3:25 left to go. Sharp, another give, this time up the middle, and there's some trouble with the exchange as Sharp ran into his ball carrier in Elijah Hurley.
28, Dayton Parks on the carry.
Or excuse me, it was Dayton Parks, number 28, not number 18. And he's dropped for no gain. Some flags fly at the end of that play, and it's a penalty on Sevier County.
Yeah, face mask on that tackle. Couldn't get exactly on the number who it was.
Face mask against the defense. 15 yards from the end of the run. Result of the play is first down.
And it's a first down for Farragut. Takes them into the plus 45. First time they'll be running a play in Sevier County territory from the 45-yard line. Sharp under center in the flex bone. Play action fake's going to dump it off into the right flat to Sadler. Cuts back towards the middle. Now breaks it outside towards the right side numbers. Across the 35. Brought down at the 31. Flag comes in late. For the time being, it is a first down on a successful pass attempt from Sharp to Sadler to the Sevier County 31. And it looks like we got another face mask coming against the Smoky Bears. And so this will become an even bigger gain. So they'll go from the 31 to the Sevier County 16 on the right hash.
Against the defense. 15 yards from the end of the run. On the play, first down.
It's a 14-yard pass and a 15-yard penalty, so that's the biggest play from scrimmage, obviously, for this Farragut team today.
Ball on the right hash from the 16. It's a give up the middle. Haig carrying defenders with them down to the 10. Pickup of 6 on first down from Brenton Haig as the clock ticks down to 1:20 left to go in this fourth quarter. 2nd and 4 upcoming. Admirals knocking at the door, trying to avoid a shutout. Give Haig right side. He's got a first down. Down inside the 5. He's wrestled down at the 3. That'll be a fresh set of downs. Clock will continue to tick with 1 minute to go to the 3-yard line on the right hash for Brenton Haig. Just churning the legs. Getting ever closer to the first touchdown of 2026 for Farragut. Sharp breaks the huddle. Quick lead to the line. It's a give off the right side to Williams. Shakes off one defender. Gets down to the 1. Reaches out. He comes up just short. A timeout taken by Farragut with 36.5 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. Trying to get in and avoid a goose egg in week 1. Trailing 35-0 against Sevier County. But some positives to take away from this drive for Farragut carrying forward into the rest of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple big plays offensively. Had some creativity. The 14-yard pass was a little screen pass. That's something that Farragut did not try in the opening half. It led to 14 yards, and then the 15-yard penalty made it a 29-yard gain, basically. So some more big plays on this drive, and that's why the ball has moved. Obviously, 30 yards worth of penalties will also help move this drive into a go-to-go situation. But the big play has been there, and it's been using some pass mixed in with some quality running. And, of course, Sevier County probably has some backups out there, as does Farragut for the most part. So it's good to see that the guys on the field are still giving everything they have, even though the score will not, or the result will not be impacted whether or not Farragut scores here.
So they break from the sideline with 36.5 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Ball on the 1-yard line on the right hash. Farragut trying to get into the end zone for the first time in the new season. Sharp breaks the huddle as Haig behind him. It's a give to Haig. Dives off the right side of the center, and he's in. Touchdown, Farragut. Brenton Haig is the one that capitalizes off the long drive, and the Admirals break the shutout. Makes it 35-6 with 24.7 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Haig just had 2 attempts on the ground last year for 3 yards. He gets in the end zone in his first game in 2026. Snap is back. Bell the kick on its way. It rings off of the Ken Sparks Athletic Complex, and it's 35-7 with 24.7 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Andrew, as we've talked about, all but out of reach, but it's got to feel good for Farragut and for Brenton Haig to get 6 on what has been a long, stressful night.
Yeah, you can certainly try to pick some things out from that drive that worked well, mix those in, and try to put that together early on in this game. So it's always good you can get positives from a result like this one they did not want to have tonight. But again, there's something you can take away. I think early on the run defense was quality. The defense in general was quality. You go down 22-0 in one quarter, and what was it, probably 8-9 minutes in that first quarter of the 12 as well. Things can go south really quickly, and they didn't. So you have to take that as a positive as well from this game and into week 2, because it's a long season. One game's not going to define your season. And it's the same for Sevier County. They've played really well tonight, but this game won't mean they'll get back to the state championship and whatnot. They've got to put together the body of work to get to where you want to go.
For Farragut last year, they started the year 0-5, got wins in 3 of their last 5, and made their way into the postseason. Going to start this season on the wrong foot, but as you said, for Sevier County, it's lots to improve on after an explosive first quarter, as Caleb Bell will send this kickoff away with his right foot. It'll be taken at the 4 by Braden Maples, or excuse me, that's Zach Banks rather. Breaks through a couple tackles across the 20 before he's taken down at the 25, and the clock stops with 15.8 seconds to go. One final kneel down, and that'll put a bow on things here in week one for Sevier County. A 35-7 lead here in the fourth quarter. 4 passing touchdowns from Carson-Newman. He'll be out there set up in victory formation. He's in the shotgun of the victory formation, something that we've seen kind of grow popular as the years have gone on, rather than the standard under center look. But the snap's back, and Newman will quickly drop to a knee at the 20-yard line. Final 10 seconds will tick off the clock, and Sevier County will start the season 1-0 with a 35-7 win over Farragut, while the Admirals drop to 0-1. Carson-Newman showing exactly why he's the reigning 5A Mr. Football. With 4 passing touchdowns, takes the Smoky Bears to the win in week one.
Yeah, the Smoky Bears offense flexed their muscle in this one. Offensively came out and showed their presence and their potent style of play, passing and running right away. Got shaky in the second quarter, but came right away in the third quarter. That big drive to start, they got the 3 and out to start the third quarter, and then an offensive drive went right down the field, put points on the board, initiated the running clock, and put this game away.
For Sevier County, if you're in the Jefferson City area, you can see them in action again. Next Friday, they'll be taking on Jefferson County at 7:30. As for Farragut, they're on the road at Powell. That's another 7:30 kick. For Andrew Rogers, I'm Matt Scalzo saying so long from Burke Tar Stadium. Sevier County takes this Week 1 kickoff classic 35-7 over Farragut. Until next time, signing off. See you later.